Hey guys, how's it going? Tyler and Rock 50 here, back with something, well, I don't know, something I've kind of built up hype for a bit over the time. But anyways, I'm pretty sure most of you guys have seen, original Hydro Strat and Hydro Strategy 2.0, and now it's about time that made a third and final strategy. Let's just, yeah, and by final, I mean this one's pretty darn good that any other Hydro videos would be like Hydro Strategy version like 3.1 or something. This is an overall very, very good strategy. It's a lot of income, relatively easy to do, and I'll explain all the nicks and nacks and stuff, and it's very easy to defend with, very strong defense. So, yeah, it's best of all worlds, and you'll see how this goes. So anyways, in this first game, I'm up against the Stopple 1237, or Trevor Squires. Some of you know him, some of you don't. But anyways, Trevor and I have worked on this a lot. This is basically, something we've been working on together, and we've fixed a lot of kinks and, like, changed a lot of stuff and stuff. Yeah, stuff and whatever. Basically, Trevor and I made a baby, and this is it. Our Hydro Strategy 3.0. And overall, it's pretty effective. It does include some stalling, but I'm not going to really talk about that now. I'm going to teach you the stalling techniques shortly, though, like within this video, basically. So, I mean, for basic tower order, that's just basically we'll go over this game, what this can and can't do. Start with just a 1-0 mortar, and you want to kind of aim that at the bomb bin right there. Then at 54 seconds, get a 0-0 Dartling gun to kind of clean up the stuffs. And kind of just have that, pops and stuff. Then at 1 minute 24, you want to upgrade your Dartling to 0-1 so you can handle pinks and blues, I guess. And that will, take care of most defense at that time. You might need a bit of micro for round 4 to handle some blue and pink layering, but if it ever gets to you, just upgrade your Dartling to 1-1. It's not too big a deal, really. You'll just have to sacrifice a little bit of economy, but if you kind of practice the micro a little bit and focusing the pinks and stuff, you're going to be able to, do just fine with 0-1 Dartling. I usually do most of the time. Not to mention, barely any people do the blue and pink layering. Granted, a lot of good players do, but not too many do. I mean, in these games, you will see Trevor, and I, for that matter, doing the pink and blue layering, so I mean, it's basically just an example of how you want to micro this. So anyways, just getting a bunch of econ right now. At about 2 minutes and 22 seconds, that's kind of a time I use. You want to take your mortar and upgrade it to 1-2, so it's the Bernie stuff, which should be shortly in this video. I actually don't know why I'm taking extra long. You want it before round 6, essentially, but, like, don't do it right at round 6. You want to do it a bit before round 6, just to ensure that you can afford it, or get it, because you definitely need it against the blacks. And also, you want to get your Dartling up to 1-1. That is very, very much needed. So a 1-2 mortar and 1-1 Dartling are very, very good in order for economizing. Yeah, I think that's the word. And getting to round 8, basically, gets you a lot of economy. Anyways, Trevor accidentally lost quite a few lives. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, of course, Trevor's channel will be in the description. He's also Bloons, TD Bell's commentator. Worked on this a lot. I mean, we both contributed some parts to this for sure, and we did a lot of testing to see what worked and what didn't. So check him out for sure. He's a pretty cool guy. So anyways, now, before round 8, you want to get up a 3-0 bomb tower, and that is mainly for dealing with reroll reds, or yellows, but also, I mean, reroll blacks could use a little bit of help as well. Technically, you really do not need the 3-0 bomb tower until you actually see rerolls being sent, because otherwise, with a little bit of Dartling micro, you can handle non-regrows and only get like a 2-0 bomb tower. So you can see already the economy is massive. We're up to 701 right now, and that is mainly because of the stalling. The stalling is major, but it does come with some practice. It's actually pretty easy to do, and this is just a massive economy. You want to go with economy until about the end of round 9. Yeah, do not go economy into round 10, but dang, 789 economy. I think it's like 791, I think. I don't know. 792. So yeah, pretty close. So yeah, general idea, up in there, especially if you pull off the stalling real well. Average, or well, not average, but like lowest threshold of economy is going to be 700. You're going to get between 700 and 800 economy with this strategy. And, once you practice it and all. So anyways, before round 12, you obviously want to get your mortar up to 2-3, and also reposition it, so we can hit more balloons in more places. Then you get a 3-0 glaive ricochet, which is, like, a huge difference from the last strategy. You got to get it down there to, like, pop the black layers of the Rainbow Rerush. Then you want to get two 1-0 cluster bombs, because those all together will hold off a Rainbow Rush really nicely, especially with the help from the Dartling and the Mortar. The Mortar. Yes, the solid D. Everybody wants the solid D. You just can't get enough of it. So, anyways, now before round 15 to handle ceramics, I get another 2-0 Dartling right there. Just to kind of help crack up the ceramic layers. It usually helps, like, a lot. And then, if you're on low quality, you do need low quality for a strategy. 1, to get rid of lag, and 2, so you can place a third tower on the second pipe. Yes, I got 3 towers there. 2 cannons and a 3-0 Boomeranger. You want to get that up as quick as possible. I mean, get the second Dartling before the Boomeranger. I mean, and try to get it at the times that I get it as well. So yeah, from here, I mean, we're just pretty much just sitting and being ready, I guess. From here to, I don't know what the heck he's talking about. Whatever's. Ignore the chat, I guess. It's not too important, but whatever's. Wait, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Before round 18, then, you obviously got to deal with the Moabs. Those are very important to take down. And to do that, I get a bunch of Moab Maulers. I get 3 of them, and 3 should be okay before, you know, like, later rounds, like, round 20 or something. However, I mean, for round 20, it's actually advised that you have, like, 4 Moab Maulers. The more, the better. So, anyways, yeah, for round 18, 3 Moab Maulers, you can afford them pretty easy. This holds off any regrow Moabs or anything like that. Also, regrow ceramic rushes aren't a problem. You have a lot of popping power overall. And now, well, okay. And now from here, what you want to do is sell the first Dartling yet, and also sell the Mortar, because there's something you do want to afford. And what you want to afford is the Hydro Rocket Pods. The 3-0 or 2-3 Dartling has a lot of popping power, and overall very good tower. Then in the place where you had the last Dartling, try to get some glaive ricochets or stuff. That'll help. So anyways, here comes the big attack. Let's see what this can hold off. Here he sends 3 fast cooldown Moabs. Yeah, just 3, and then a regrow BFB. So you can see overall with some decent targeting, I take it down. Also, you want to have that Moab Mauler on the top on close, so it focuses down the fast cooldown Moabs when they come out, and that makes it a lot easier. From here, I mean, it's kind of tough taking out BFBs because Moab Maulers just aren't that best, but with good aiming and a little bit of practice, I'm guessing a 4th Moab Mauler would actually help a lot, especially since instead of maybe getting a second ricochet, I could afford that instead. So, I mean, I'm considering a testing with this. I just haven't got a chance to test with it. Then maybe I can even hold off, like, multiple BFBs or something. But, yeah, generally, your opponent won't be able to afford, like, massive amounts of attacks, especially if they don't sell anything. I mean, Trevor sells a lot. So, yeah, let's head into this game now. And this part of the game will be to basically go over the stalling that we do. The micro that you need to get massive amounts of economy. So, this is mainly just going to be focusing on the early rounds. First things first, get your mortar up. Just right away, as soon as possible. It's like right after the first economy boost. And don't buy the 1-0 mortar right away. But what you want to do, you want to use this glitch to your advantage, where if you upgrade towers, stop shooting for a bit. So you can let a couple balloons get by. The idea is, this is not a strategy where you want to pop all the balloons as soon as possible, as fast as possible. No, that's basically the opposite of what you want to do. You want to let like 1 or 2, preferably 1, of the natural balloons to get by, to let the round stall as long as possible, basically. And also with Dartling guns, you can do that really easily too, and still get a bunch of economy. Basically, the more you practice the stalling, the better off you're going to be at getting economy. So what's nice about this strategy is that, you know, better players are going to be better at stalling, and those who aren't as good aren't going to be as good at stalling. So it's not like, do this and you will for sure win. But the better you are executing this, the more often you will win, basically. So then I get my Dartling gun again. And for here, round 3 stall is also important. Look for the very last computer balloon and just let it go by. Look at that. I just don't pop it all. I'm just going to basically let it go through. However, I do notice that once round 4 starts, I can pop it because it doesn't really matter at all. And then round 4 and 5, really you cannot stall too much because you're going to be too focused on popping the natural blues and pinks come out. But don't forget to get that 0-1 Dartling up because it'll help a lot. I believe we still harass each other this game too. So yeah, this is just kind of an odd game, I guess. Well, I mean, you know, just nothing out of the ordinary, just a bunch of testing. So, what did each of us contribute to this strategy? I don't know, just filling some time, so there's not too much stalling here, really. But overall, what I contributed was mainly the round 13 and 15 defense with the Boomerangers and Cannons combo. That was major. Also developing some late game stuff and testing out what can beat a regrow BFB and some fast cooldown regrow Moabs. I finally got something to work, and I feel if I did a bit more testing, I could stop even more, really. But I haven't gotten a chance to test lately, so unfortunately we're kind of just at a standstill. Trevor, developed that fast shootout on round 20 where he just sells his Moab Mars and a lot of stuff and sends a bunch of high tier towers, basically. So yeah, and also I took the idea from him a second Dartling on round 15 instead of upgrading my Dartling to 2-1. It's a lot easier that way. So anyways, getting up the mortar again. Round 6 and round 7, I guess you can stall. However, round 6 is a little bit tough to stall. It takes a bit of practice. I don't even know if I can do it, really, because I'm mainly focusing my Dartling on the blacks. Not much I can do, but round 7 is actually very easy to stall. And I will show you basically how it works shortly. But don't just limit yourself to like the first 7 rounds for stalling. Any chance you can let, balloons pass to get a bit more money, go for it. But obviously, don't let 30 billion balloons get by. That's not how you're supposed to do it. So anyways, you notice here, I do want to get the 3-0 cam, but I don't want to get it right away. And, I'm just kind of waiting. I'm highlighting, basically getting ready to place the cannon. One in the bottom right corner, and I'm just letting the couple balloons go by. Because the ones that got by were yellows. They got hit with the Bernie stuff, and got Bernied down to reds. They went from yellows to reds. Or I think, or maybe, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was yellows to reds. And you let like 3 of those by, just don't focus them down. That's pretty easy. It's even easier when your opponent doesn't send attacks, because then you can kind of get by with like a 2-0 cannon, and you don't even have to focus on stalling still. I mean, you can focus on stalling more instead of defending. So yeah, even here with like kind of basically a minimal stall, this is kind of what you need. The round 7 stall isn't too crucial. Like if you're able to just do like the first 5 rounds stalling fine, then you should get to like 700 or so pretty darn easily. But yeah, 750 economy this game. I'm pretty sure he has something similar to his like 759 maybe? I don't know. Yep, there it is. So yeah, we both get really close to economies. That's really going to be it there. So now let's check out a couple later games. So yeah, the stalling is crucial. I'm kind of going to go over it multiple times. But this game is up against Super Bomb Jumbo 2. That copycat of the Super John Bombo 2. No, I find it a funny account name, because, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's at least been one person who's fallen for it. But, so now I'm testing out here, and basically just showing you guys is what I actually can hold off. Like, my old strategy struggled because I couldn't hold off, like, all-in rushes. But here we're going to see some pretty big rushes, especially on rounds 13 and 15. That is, but basically when most people attack, and this... it's when you gotta hold stuff off, basically. If you can hold off around 13 attack and your opponent, like, wastes all their money, they're screwed, and you're gonna win this. So, yeah. I'm gonna have Super Bomb Jumbo here farm rush me on round 13. Just sell all the farms and get a bunch of Rigger Rainbows, and we'll see how my, single 3-0 Boomeranger and the 3-1 Cannons, along with, the Mortar and the Dartling, do. So, don't forget the stalling. Dartling on 54 seconds and let the last balloon go by. It's usually easy to tell because which ones you can let by. Because either, like, you can find a red balloon that doesn't have a decal, or chances are the mortars will actually get all the natural red, or the reds that your opponent can send. So, yeah, you should be able to stall that pretty easily. Just focus on that. Don't forget the round 1 stall with the mortar upgrade timing thing. Also, if your opponent is going farms, it is a lot easier to stall. However, I'm actually not doing much stalling on this game. I'm being incredibly lazy with my stalling just so I can get a realistic defense for round 13, because I don't want to go over defense. Yeah, like saying in the chat, following my strat as precisely as possible. That means if I normally am unable to stall at this time, if my opponent's sending balloons, then I'm not going to stall here. And actually, this game, I do kind of get a relatively bad economy. Granted, it's very good for Hydro Dam, but bad compared to the other games you will see, or have seen, I guess. Not will seen, but, that you have seen in this video, but you will see, how this does against defense and stuff. So anyways, just a bunch of Dartling guns aiming and stuff. And yeah, if your opponent is going farm, this is going to be super easy to stall, because then you can just pick out the last balloon in the bunch and just not take that one down. Shouldn't be that hard at all. But here again, I'm not stalling on, or I'm not really stalling, just because I normally don't, and I'm trying to keep this as close to how it would be in an actual game if my opponent went balloon economy as possible. And you're going to see, because I'm going neutral on Super Bomb Jump, I'm only sending economy balloons, not really attacking him or anything, because I want him to make it as big of a rush as possible. Like, this is going to be probably the biggest rush you can possibly see on round 13 that he will send, and it's mainly because, I'm going easy and stuff on him and stuff. He doesn't have to focus on defense. And, yeah. So he's got that Boomeranger and the Bomb Tower and stuff. So, I mean, he's pretty set. And I'm just focused on my regular defense. He only has 2 2-0 farms now, but shortly he should have a bit more. Shortly should, I guess. Bit of a tongue twister right there. But, yeah, now that I have my 3-0 cannon, again, like, for the 3-0 cannon, like, wait until you actually see regrow balloons. If it's, like, just regular blacks and regular yellows, unless your opponent's actually stacking them, like, without regrows, you're not going to need the 3-0 cannon. You're only going to need 3-0 cannon if you see regrows or your opponent's actually stacking the balloons. Otherwise, you can be fine with micro. Then you can focus more on economy, get decent economy. Oh, actually, no, my economy is just bad this game because I stopped at the beginning of round 9. The stalling wasn't even that bad, but I usually stop the end of round 9, and I got 662 this time. I would have had, probably about 700 if I had stopped at the end of round 9 like I usually do, but I guess I wanted to be a bit extra safe. I guess I kind of would prefer stopping in the middle of 9 just because it's a better balance between economy and defense, because sometimes if you're not doing too well with the stalling, you want to stop earlier so you can actually get your round 13 defense, because defense is technically more important than economy, because, I mean, it's the difference between life and death for your defense. And now you can see his Super Bomb Jumbo has quite a few more farms now. He has 2 2-0s and a 3-0, so that's already $8,000 in selling stuff. I'm guessing he also has money left over, like, just from defending. So anyways, here comes the massive rush. From what I heard, this was about a $9,000 rush. However, he kind of sends it in waves because, like, he forgot to, or he wasn't able to do it all in one burst. I do lose a couple lives here. Whoopsies. Also, I think there was camos in there too. I got a few lives there. But overall, it does pretty darn good as long as you can focus on the blacks, because the blacks are the hardest part to defend, really, out of all of them. And now you're going to see some ceramics and just, what the Dartlings do against the ceramics. It was pretty torn up. At least 8K. Well, you get over 8,000 for just selling the farms, and you probably had money left over too. So that's pretty darn good against a Rainbow Rush. But it is pretty important to have your bomb towers be at least 3-1. I think one of them was 3-0 and the other 3-2. Oh, he's accidentally sent ceramics. Or he sent ceramics to me while I was typing. Whoopsies. Luckily, though, the Dartlings actually shredded them really nicely, so I didn't even have to worry about that. Anyways, let's go to one final game of the video, and this one's against Major Killfeed, and this one was like a while ago. This was actually when I first started testing strategy. I just gotta give big props to this guy, because he helped, he helped a lot. I mean, like, not like telling me what I could do, but like helping me basically improve, or finding like all the holes in whatever I had, and so I could try to patch them and stuff. So basically, this was filmed on the day after Hydro Strategy 2.0 was released to YouTube. I'm like, okay, I need a better strategy now, so I'm gonna try this. I kind of remember Bob Guy doing something like that, or I suck at battles, so I wanted to take what he did and improve on it. So this is like the first day. So the economy is actually going to be kind of bad. I think I only get like 500 economy this game, but my defense should be somewhat similar-ish. But I mean, this will basically just be a representation of how my defense will do against a round 15 rush. So basically what I tried to do before I just got extra Dartlings and stuff, I used to try to go for a laser cannon on round 15 along with a Boomeranger and 2 bomb towers, which was absolutely insane. I would have to sell the mortar and stuff, and he kept getting me with Camel leads and stuff, because it was just a 3-0 Dartling, I think, maybe 3-1, and I was like getting so angry. I'm like, okay, I just gotta try something else. This is not working. So this was my first time actually trying a few more cannons and Boomerangers and stuff. And you know, we'll see how it goes. I'm down to 95 lives already, man. That's not good. But he is going for, you know, farm selling stuff so he can get maximum amount of money into the rush. And, you know, thank you for testing this with me. But when I did this before, I considered this my safe strategy because it was low risk, low reward. But now I've kind of, you know, developed it into a more effective, just overall very, very good strategy. My computer just went to sleep. That was stupid. Anyways, that was... hope it didn't mess anything up. It seems alright so far. So, anyways, let's keep this going. He has just my 1.0 strategy, I think. It was actually my very first official Hydra strategy with the boats and stuff. And, I mean, you know, it's effective, I guess, but not as nearly as effective as this strategy. So, I think what I also do in this game is actually very different to what I still do now, even though it's different to what I was doing before I tested this. What I do on round 15, or in this game at least, I believe I went for a 2-0 Darkling, but I also tried to get, like a third 3-1 cannon, which was absolutely unnecessary. With that money, you could just get another Darkling instead, and you'd be perfectly fine. So, I mean, and it also does better against ceramics. It's a lot more ceramic wreckage. So you'll basically see a worse version of my defense hold off around 15 rush very, very nicely. And it's going to be a pretty big rush too. So anyways, down to 51 lives. There's like barely any room for margin. Yeah, that was terrible. I don't even know that catchphrase. Barely any margin for error, I believe, as the saying goes. How the frick did I mess that up? Don't even ask. But, yeah, down to 41 lives. I'm still doing my stalling stuff. I believe I actually cut my economy at 520, which is like... yeah, terrible eco. Yep, 520. I stopped there. Like, wow. Yes, this was before it made some modifications and stuff and started practicing with Trevor and all that. But you guys will see, basically. The defense that you have will be able to hold off ceramics and ceramic rainbow combos pretty darn easily. Pretty darn easily indeed. Now I need a drink of water. One sec. So round 8. I mean, you're going to basically be seeing the same start. Really. Like, up to round 15, I think. Like, the only thing that's going to be different... yeah, there's nothing's going to be different up to round 15, at least. I think at round 15, you're going to see the first divergence. Except, you know, because I'm cutting my economy here, I have more money to spend on towers, and I get all my defense up earlier. That's all. But, yeah, back then, I called this the easy strat. The simple strategy that if you were able to just, you know, pull it off, it'd be really easy to win as long as you executed it correctly. Just got the correct towers. Installed a little bit. I mean, now it does require a bit of stalling, so don't forget, you're not going to get it on your first try. I can almost guarantee it. You're going to need a lot of practice to get it down, the stalling. I mean, I've played Hydra like at least 100 times with Trevor. Probably not 100, probably close to like 35 or something. We played quite a few games, and I've gotten the stalling down pretty good. So, I mean, I'm able to do well. Find a practice partner or something. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to try something different for round 15 this time. This is what changed history right here. My different round 15 defense. So I'm actually getting another 3-0 Boom Ranger here. Yeah, I'm actually getting on the pipe because I can fit it there with low quality. Don't forget the very first bomb has to be in the bottom corner that's closer to the straightaway coming out. Then the second one has to be on the other bottom corner so you can fit a third tower on the top. So anyways, yeah, I'm actually getting another bomb tower because I would think they do multiple damage to ceramics, but really they didn't. So anyways, he's selling his farms and waits for it. He's going to say something in the chat. He's going to tell how much the rush is. So here comes everything, like so freaking much. Ceramics and combos, $12,000 combo rush. Right here, I'm just focusing the darling ceramics and rainbows like crazy, and they're still coming. Here's some more ceramics and stuff. He just keeps sending them, but yet the defense is like holding them off, like just repetitively. Just this darling micro. It's gonna be even easier when you have two darlings here, and not to mention, you know, I was recording with debut at this time, so I had the lag. I mean, it's even easier without lag. Granted. Substitute the third bomb tower for Dartling, and it'll be even easier to hold off this rush. So yeah, that's really going to be about it, too. Thanks all you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Granted, why am I saying this when there's still a minute left in this game, but whatever. this game's just gonna kind of continue where you can see like how this ends or whatever. But that's basically it for the Hydro strategy. Practice this a lot, and it will do very good for you. It is a very excellent strategy. If you can get like 700, 725 even economy, you'll be set up to like around 20 or so. Granted, Trevor did upload a video of him beating me with 2 regrow BFBs and a couple fast cooldown mobs. I think with more Moab Maulers than what I had would probably help. Either that or I do have a way to counter his shootouts. But I'm gonna keep that secret for now. It'd be better if I revealed it to him like at a quick battle where I beat him or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, there's a regrow Moab that got defeated. But whatever. Thanks all you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you make use of this epic Hydro strategy. Lots of time put into it. But that's gonna be it, guys. Have a great day. And wait for it. It's about to end. Wait for it. And GG. Peace, guys.